Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Bender here, aka at Restless One with a 0 on all social media platforms, coming at you with another video from Restless One Unleashed. Thank you for checking out this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And I just basically wanted to make a video because I promised you guys on Wednesday that I would talk to you about when fleshly desires try to take hold of your purpose. And so that's the title of my message today: when fleshly desires try to take hold of your purpose. Old habits, and when I mean fleshly desires, I mean like old habits, old attitudes, old desires, and things of that nature. And so now that I have been working towards trying to build a new life in Christ and trying to overcome the barriers that come along with living in the flesh and living by the intricacies of fleshly desires, it's been a challenge because I've noticed that old mindsets that I used to have will still rear their head, and different desires that I am trying to get rid of will still come into my mind and play a record over in my mind like they were, as if they had never left. And I know that I have a lot of healing that I have to overcome, and that this process is a journey, and it'll probably be something that will always plague me until I die, because I have those experiences, and we only can go off of things that we remember through our own walk in life. So for me, it's very unfamiliar to try to say, oh, I don't have these desires, or my mind doesn't think about those type of things as far as like same-sex relationships and situations and homosexuality thoughts and things of that nature, because I would be lying if I said that I didn't have these thoughts and these desires, and as if, you know, they just don't exist anymore just because I've decided to turn away from that. And that's just not the reality. The reality is that sometimes when I'm sitting idle, or, you know, I see a certain thing on social media, or I see someone in person, or something that triggers a thought that relates to the old way of my thinking and the old way of my living, I have, you know, a weak moment. And I start to think, well, is this really what I want to do for myself? Not if it's what I want to do, but like, it's like, I think to myself, I have doubts about, I done put myself out here in front of the world, and I'm making these videos about coming out of homosexuality, but am I really free from that? And I just want to be honest and candid about what I'm experiencing, because I know that there's other people out there who are traveling and who are doing the same type of things that I'm out here doing, and they probably have the same thoughts and same mindsets that I have when it comes to doubting myself, or not believing full-heartedly that I can overcome this thing. And I just want to pretty much let people know that it's okay. It's okay to have doubt. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to, you know, not fully comprehend where it is that you're going when you decide to change your life around, because God is enough, and He can surpass any doubt that we may have in our minds, as long as we have the faith in our heart to keep on persevering and getting through the doubt and getting through the uncertainty. You know what I mean? And so by me making these videos and talking about my experiences and giving my testimony, yes, it's a little scary, and yes, I don't completely know what kind of feedback I'm going to get from the public, but I'm having enough faith to keep persevering and keep making these videos and being consistent with what I'm trying to convey to the world. And that's enough for me to know that I am still on the right track, no matter what type of thoughts I may have in my head when it comes to, you know, old habits or old situations and, you know, things that are displayed on social media and things that are portrayed out into the world through lustful activities. I don't have to engage in those type of activities. I don't have to, you know, entertain those type of things, and I don't have to be subject to those type of, you know, lifestyles. I can just be reassured that what God has for me, I have to be obedient and trusting in Him that I will be satisfied with what He gives me. And I don't have to think about whether or not if things are going to work out as I turn and look towards Him and walk the righteous path. I don't have to worry about whether or not things are going to work out, because God says all things work together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. So I can just be reassured that I am doing the right thing and that He will reward me, because He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. So, you know, it's a challenge. You know, this is really a challenge. I never really had to embark on anything like this before. Even making this particular video, every time I try to talk about what I've experienced and what I've gone through and how I'm trying to elevate from those negative type of lifestyles, it's a challenge, because I have to dig deep down within myself and basically reassure myself that I am on the right track, and I don't get any applause from anybody. I don't get any, you know, good job or any really support. I don't really have any support from anybody that is telling me that you're doing the right thing, you know, everything's gonna work out fine, just keep doing what you're doing. Like, all I have are my own testimonies in these videos that I make and my faith. I mean, I'm literally out here walking by faith and not by sight, because I don't see the end result of where God is trying to take me right now. All I know is that I'm just making these videos and I'm out here refraining from the type of lifestyle that I used to live, and I don't know what type of life I'm going to end up having at the end of the day, but I have to trust and know that God is a God who will not leave me nor forsake me. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to be real. You know, I have to just trust and believe that everything will work out. So if you are like me and you're trying to overcome homosexuality and you're trying to live a godly life and be faithful to what God has told you to do, then just remain patient. You know, that's all I can say. And be faithful and diligent, and discipline in your areas that you know you need it most. If you know that Twitter or Instagram or Facebook is something that strikes as a weakness for you, which it has for me in the past, then maybe you should refrain from getting on those type of social media platforms and look towards other outlets for social engagements that will be more conducive to where you're trying to go in life. Maybe find some nice bookstores to hang out at and find friends to talk to, or maybe go to old parks or museums or things of that nature where people are really engaging in real social activities instead of just posting different inappropriate things and being boggled down with all that information at one time, where you can decipher, okay, I want to talk to this person, or I want to get to know that person, or I want to introduce myself to this person. Maybe you should consider those type of activities instead. And one thing that I want to say before I go is that, it doesn't matter what other people have to say about where you're trying to go in life and coming out of homosexuality and sin and alcoholism and obesity and slothfulness and greed and jealousy. It doesn't matter what people have to say about your walk. You just have to be true to what God is calling you to do, and He'll bless that. He'll see that you're putting forth the energy towards walking after Him and living for Him, and He'll bless that. He's not going to turn us away from a life of destruction to a life of just mediocrity and nothingness. He's going to elevate us and build us up and keep us in the high places that He has stored up for us. And we will be better off than we were before, because we chose the life of a narrow path instead of doing what we thought we should do with our own lives and being destructive and things of that nature. So I want to thank you guys for just watching this video to the end. It was very hard making it. Hopefully this will get easier with time as I learn to share my story more clearly and more eloquently. But I definitely want to say, if you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment on what it is that you thought was most important in this particular video, and share this video with someone who you think would be touched by it and enjoy the testimony that I had to share on this Friday morning. All right, y'all. Peace out for now, and I'll see you guys Monday. Thanks.